What is it about the human, this form, this mind, that wants to know about itself? What is it that wants to put itself into a box, and then spend the whole of its box life finding a solution to get out of the box? You see, if consciousness is anything, it has to be a solution, not the solving meaning of solution, but the solution. It's a liquid, some sort of moving sound. Master Eckhart, I think he was the one that said all is just one sound. It turns into a vibration, and then an image, and then it becomes solid in your mind. The mind makes it something solid out of it, you see. And this appears to be solid, but it's not solid. Even the trees, the table, the grass is not solid. You see, it's the mind that solidifies it, you see, the mind that wants to make something out of it. To give yourself, if the mind gives itself an idea that it's a person, you live in the box of a person. And you make something real out of this elusive thought. You see, reality and illusion, are they the same? Is the illusion real? Or is the illusion born from reality? I mean, reality without names, words, the ability to communicate through sounds. Reality is what it is. You see, there's no names. So to say I am a person, or I am a soul, or I am a spirit, or I am a man, or I am a human, is to decline the possibility of discovering what reality is. But we like the illusion, you see. We've managed to accept mind and say, okay, we'll live it your way. Because the one that says we'll live it your way has no verbal. So the mind will always be the most powerful. And some say mind is God. It's the mind of God. Some say mind is all that there is. Some say mind is consciousness. Just another name. And we have this natural born, growing, blooming, and then fading, and then declining, dying, to be no more natural part of this dream. See, when the mind finds nothing interesting to talk about, it appears to be dull. It appears to be boring. It appears to be dead. or it appears to be expanding or fading. These are just thoughts to put it is, you see. That's why when you listen to any speaker, especially this one, you'll not get a direct answer to what God is, what consciousness is. To say it's a solution even. It's simply a way of trying to solve what the solution is. See? Let's give it a name and then solve what it is. Sometimes we solve what it is and then give it a name. The baby is born. It has answered the call of birth by the parents. Let's give it a name. And then Moses, a baby apparently lost at the riverbed. So the form is not of any denomination or any culture or any name, but let's give it a name, you see. When the mind starts seeking for answers, it has three options. It can seek into the past. It can seek into its own past. It can seek into the research from deceased saints, politicians, people. The second answer is to seek into the future. Today I am this, tomorrow I want to be this, or I can be that. But if I look and seek and into the universe and say, what is coming tomorrow? You know, so many predictive people on YouTube. This is going to happen soon. The end is going to come. Christ will return. Another hope. It's just a hopeful way or believing way that I'm not happy in this present moment. I have to find something more. More from the future and more from the past. And when I get all these mores, I'm going to really put myself into the box. It could be the box of God, the box of religion, the box of as it is. Because that's the third way of seeking. Past way of seeking, you're going to find answers. Regurgitated, reborn, meaning they were originally given birth by some other, and now they're reborn in your mind. And you're going to find answers in the future through hope and belief, through science, through religion, through, needs and desires. Now you're going to find answers there. But they're going to be the same answers as the past, because you're going to use the same words, the same identities, the same language. Oh, let's make up a new word, you see. Let's give it another name. Let's put it in another box. The third way is as it is, the present moment. You inquire, you look, you seek, you search, and you'll only discover the moment of here and now. And in this state, past pays no bearings. It does not exist in this state. So you are looking at it fresh, you see, every moment fresh, every moment fresh. The future has no bearings because you're not hopeful, because you're looking at the fresh truth now. There is only now. And so what kind of box are you in the now? You're in the box of now, you see. Well, this box you cannot get out of. But this box has no sides. This box is infinite. Because now never comes, and now never goes. The mind will give everything that happens in the now a name or an experience or a situation or a feeling, and it'll describe it, it'll give it some sort of strength and power, or it'll give it some weakness, and it'll say, that's past now, you see. That moment with all this information has passed. And you say, whatever. Whatever you want to make of it, mind. Because in the now, you don't know anything. There's no answers. The answer is now. You see? And now holds no words, identities, thoughts, experiences, actions, sensory, emotional blurb to what is taking place. There's no attention on being a particular kind of box, or being a variety of boxes where I jump in and out of. You see, that's what happens with humans. You see, there's no human, even this one cannot escape the jumping out of the box of past, the jumping into the box of future. But in the now, everything is neither reality nor is it illusion. It's truth. One moment. Stretching. No end and no beginning. Infinitely stretching. This mind finds itself now jumping as if it's needful into the box of future, the box of past, answering questions on that what is just stuff. God, just stuff. Answers that the mind just recycles, regurgitates, and revisits the now. And says, come on, from this side, let's go play. And from this side, let's go research. No. And Buddha says, let's just stay here. Not geographically here, not in meditation, not participating, apparently, what the mind says, in little box lives, jobs, holidays. That's box life. You know, holiday is a box. Job, box. Mind says you divide your day up into 3 parts. Yeah, the box of work, and we all wrap our Christmas presents in different styles and qualities of and sizes of boxes. And the other third is the box of nonsense. You let your mind be nonsensical and you do what you want to do. It's all happening now. And then there's a box of deep sleep. No one as any different box in deep sleep. All the same box. When the dream comes, it's interrupted by little box states, all made up by bullshit words, thoughts, activities, actions, movies, screens, all the stuff that this brain despises. Let the brain be, you see. Let the mind just circulate throughout your body and watch it, witness it. Oh yes, there it is. That's the thought. Where did it go? Oh, please come back, thought. Please, don't leave. Don't leave. Just when I was investigating you. Trying to resolve that solution. So solve where the thoughts come from. Solve where the what consciousness is. Solve where we're going. Solve where we came from. In the now, in the present moment, in the one moment, there's nothing to solve. There's no answers and there's no questions. Everything just is. There's nothing pulling you to the future, pulling you to the past. When it does, you just watch it. Let's go think about this. You see, it's not the physical action of future and past. It's the idea of time based on thoughts, based on words, based on creating some sort of pattern. The box now has a pattern in life. Let's be the pattern. Let's follow the rules, the guidelines of patterns. There is only the thoughts that can be taken to the future and the thoughts that can be taken to the past. So when these thoughts come, or remember this when you were, this is the danger of speaking on and answering questions, and is because you're forcing your mind is forcing itself back in to say, yeah, come on, let's look at the awakening, let's look at the moment of rebirth, let's look at the actuality of the event. But something says you have to talk. That's your punishment for seeking beyond the moment, beyond birth, life and death. You see, not originally a seeker, but when the consciousness discovers someone that can be enticed into the seeking world, there you go. So you're enlightened and meditating, but you're seeking something within that is also has a distance. You see, I has a distance. This I is all that whatever we are depends upon. Otherwise it will just disappear. Appear and disappear. Appear and disappear. Appear and disappear. All in the present moment, all now. But the I says, no, stay still. You are this form, you are this person, you are the soul, you are the spirit, you are this, whatever your mind says, the possibility of you becoming, you are. You are now in my box, says mind, and I will keep you safe in this box. We call it a body. This box is a body, that's what we call it. And we live our life through believing we are this box in a body. A box within a box within a box within a box. Remember that Russian thing with the doll inside 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 the doll to the tiniest doll. None of these dolls are what we are. None of these skins, none of these bodies, whether it's subtle, whether it's form, whether it's aura, none of this is what we are. We are just a moment, one infinite moment. And when you discover this moment, it will say, what have you found? The minute you start blabbing to yourself, it says, no, back to the box. Any answer is no use. Otherwise I'll box you. And you go through life being boxed in both ways. Boxed. How to get out of the box? Be present and don't believe in boxes. Don't take any thoughts that says anything about what you are, what the world is, what anyone else is, as a possibility of discovering anything other than emptiness. And even emptiness is a word that boxes itself into an imaginatory situation. There's nothing we can do once we give ourselves names and minds. We can become enlightened, but the ego still dominates. The ego still, is looking for some food, and ego comes from the future and the past in both directions. And we're being eaten up in both directions. Sounds horrific, but the quicker you're eaten up in both directions, the quicker ego will belch you out and move on to its next victim. Ego always doing with good intent, but doesn't know what it's doing. You see, it has no idea what it's doing. That's why humans have no idea what we're doing. Because we want to be the doers. And the doers die, you see. Fortunately. And when the ego dies, the future and the past dies, you will get a moment of liberation. And you don't pay any attention to your ego. But it's always there, you see. This is ego, you see. It's always there. Come on. Tell them something interesting. Give them an answer. Tell them something really that can put some flavor so that I can eat some more of you up. Get you out of this box situation, I'm doing you good, says ego. I'm destroying that what I am. That's ego speaking to itself. It's a snake eating its own tail, you see. The future snake eating its own tail, the past snake eating its own tail. And the moment you speak, you think about the future and the past in this moment, about what you are or what you are not. You're beginning to eat your own tail. And this body will start disappearing. And hopefully another one won't come. Anyway, all is as it is. Nothing to say really today. In this moment. Nothing coming, nothing going. Just present moment as it is.